You might not expect to find tucked within Hillhead Underground Station one of Glasgow's most vivid artworks. This is All Kinds of Folk, Folk of All Kinds, a sprawling mural by the legendary Alistair Gray. It's not just a city scene, it's Gray's West End, a place of real people, mythic creatures and stories layered like paint.
I'd done this mural in 1999 in the Grosvenor Cafe. I'd drawn it from memory in 4 days as part of a decoration for the mural, and Alistair had seen it and he used it in his book Old Men in Love. And then he came to me and said, I want to steal your drawing again. And I said, all right, what for? And he went, for the Hillhead mural. And I said, oh, I see. And he explained, and he had it all perfect. I had a studio up in Mary Hill at the time, which he then borrowed. So he is a big 9 metre by 9 metre room with daylight. So he was able to work there for a few months, several months. And that's when he made it. And during that time, I tried to figure out how we could get those designs and replicate them onto porcelain in a way that sang.
He'd lived in the West End since the 1960s, and these places, like Kelvin Grove, the Botanics, Byres Road, they weren't just background to Gray, they were home. Stretching 40 feet long and 7 feet high, this wasn't like Gray's previously painted murals. Each tile had been hand-cut and placed like pieces in a massive jigsaw. The first big public artwork in the Glasgow subway, and very possibly the boldest.
I met Alistair when I was out just doing my job, sweeping, and I worked in the West End for about 30 years. I just asked, are you an artist? And he answered, I said, I come in and I'll show you around and you can have a wee look at my stuff and whatever. So Alistair just basically showed me all some of his artwork, and I thought, oh, that's really interesting, really great. And I got to know him more through just chatting away. And he asked me one time to come up, and he wanted to do a drawing of me. And he says, oh, bring your brush with you. So I went up and I had during my lunch hour, I thought I'll go in during my lunch hour. And he did a sketch of me. And I thought, oh, well, that's great. And I didn't know what it was for or anything. I just thought, well, maybe he just wanted to, he was just interested in doing the drawing. And then it was later on, it was discovered that it was actually for the Underground, because he was working on that project. And I thought that was, I was very kind of taken by that, the fact that it was on the Underground, and I was walking by it and say, oh, that's me. It was all about just ordinary people. That's the way I see it, and like say, ordinary folk doing their own thing, like myself with the working, doing my brushing the streets or whatever, and someone selling the big issue.
Alan wasn't the only familiar face. There's a local flower seller who used to gift Alistair bunches to take home to his wife Morag, a big issue vendor, local politicians, urban foxes and wildlife, all kinds of folk. Around the borders you'll spot owls, devils, birds of paradise, even unicorns. Gray's imagination flowed freely, blurring the line between reality and fantasy. If you've read Lanark, you'll know this world. Gray's creatures aren't just whimsy, they're symbols, metaphors, reminders that every ordinary day has a touch of the surreal. This isn't just Glasgow, it's Gray's version of it, a city where flower sellers are kind souls, street sweepers are artists, and every subway platform holds a tale. So next time you're passing through the Underground at Hillhead, pause and look, you might just see yourself.